State Champs Game Time Live is delivered by Hungry Howie's Pizza. And also presented by Lawrence Technological University, the Construction Association of Michigan, Legacy Partners Insurance, the Sam Bernstein Law Firm, and the Michigan High School Athletic Association.
Hello everyone and welcome to Ford Field for the Prep Bowl, where we have a huge doubleheader of football coming up here for you today, beginning with the Cardinal Championship between two 8-0 teams. I'm Ryan Slocum, joined by former University of Michigan quarterback Jack Tuttle. And Jack, we've got a big one. As we said, 8-0 teams going at it. Allen Park Cabrini taking on Ann Arbor Gabriel Richard. And for Richard, tell us about it. It all begins with their big fella.
It all begins with their big fella, Wayne State commit, Matthew Hoban. He's a can-do-it-all back. He can catch, run, and he's great in the pass game. He had 3 touchdowns last week and has proved to be a big problem for opposing defenses.
As for Cabrini, they are 8-0 for the first time since 2007. They're looking to go 9-0 for the first time in school history. Tell us about them. They want to be Cardinal champs, and they can attack you many different ways. It begins with their QB.
Absolutely they can, and we talked to the Cabrini head coach this week, and he said Evan Bergdahl is playing outstanding this year. He's run the offense beautifully. He's been a great leader, and he has the ability to control the offense, change the plays, and call his own plays. He's going to have to do a great job today and play well to beat this Father Gabriel Richard team.
It's for the Cardinal Championship, and it's for a perfect regular season. Allen Park Cabrini taking on Ann Arbor Gabriel Richard. We'll have the kickoff right after this.
What's more authentic than a Hungry Howie's Detroit-style pizza? Nothing. We're not playing around with the pizza of our birthplace. Thick crust, cheese to the edge, sauce on the top. Where it belongs. We've seen a lot of fakes out there. Not here. This is authentic Detroit-style pizza. Order yours now online for $12.99. We sauce the top and rep for the 313 everywhere. We do bold.
Hungry
Howie's.
This is Detroit Lions coach Dan Campbell, and this is attorney Mark Bernstein. Both of these men are respected, but only one of them can get you money after an accident.
That's the Bernstein advantage.
1-800-CALL-SAM. From our very first breath, curiosity is why we question everything through barrages of whys and how comes. It now needs the tools to will its vision into existence. Tools that will forever allow curiosity to obscure the line between technology and magic. Be curious. Make magic. Lawrence Technological University.
I'm Dave Peabody with Legacy Partners Insurance. In Metro Detroit, we've seen it all. Ice storms in May, orange construction barrels year-round. Somehow, it always works out. Detroit doesn't just get through it, we get through it together. And at Legacy Partners, we've been with you for generations. Auto, home, business, life. We keep it simple. No unnecessary runaround, no robotic hold music. We're right here protecting what matters. Legacy Partners, Detroit strong, insurance smart.
Every high school sporting event in the state of Michigan has one thing in common: officials. Every game, every meet, every match. Without officials, there'd be no touchdowns, no three-pointers, no face-offs. Without officials, there'd be no games. Officiating is a great way to give back to your community and stay involved with the sports you love. And officials are needed now more than ever, because without officials, it's just practice.
I'm working right now, and so is Sam Bernstein Law. They're open right now. You know why? Because they work as hard as me to win. Don't wait until tomorrow to get the help you need today. Open 24/7. That's the Bernstein advantage. Open right now. Call Sam.
If playing college sports is your dream, Don't wait for a college coach to find you. Recruit yourself. At Lawrence Tech, we're looking for student athletes. LTU competes in the NAIA with 24 varsity sports and athletic scholarships. Explore new degree programs like sport management, where sports meets cutting-edge education. Visit LTURecruitYourself.com and just fill out the questionnaire. It's that easy. Lawrence Technological University. Be curious. Make magic.
State Champs Game Time Live is delivered by Hungry Howie's Pizza.
Welcome into State Champs Game Time Live here at Ford Field, where Ann Arbor father Gabriel Richard has some history in the making. Their first 8-0 start since 1999. They broke the school record for points in a season, breaking the 2012 record of 405 points. And Coach Robinson attributes his team's success to faith, understanding their role, and that he has no egos on this team. And they also had their biggest win of this season against Macomb Lutheran North, their first against the Mustangs since Coach Robinson has been at the helm. He told me that if you want to be the champs, you've got to beat the champs. Said that they've been the standard of the program since he's been around there, and now here at Ford Field, they're playing for a Catholic League Cardinal Division Championship. Back up to you guys.
Appreciate that, Patty. As you see, the kickoff goes through the end zone. That was Father Gabriel Richard kicking off. And it's Allen Park Cabrini will be taking the ball first. Ryan Slocum here with you, alongside Jack Tuttle to call this game for the Cardinal Championship. Jack, we talked a little bit about it in the open. Two different size schools. We got a smaller school in Cabrini, a little bit bigger school on Gabriel Richard. On the field, how does that play out?
You know, it plays out in big ways because there's huge differences with size up front. But you know what? The head coach for Cabrini said he likes to be the underdog, and the boys feel that way too. So we'll see how it works out today for them up front.
Absolutely. Cabrini, underdog for the first time this season. Both teams, as we said, coming in 8-0. The Monarchs of Cabrini get the ball first. Their quarterback, Evan Bergdahl. He has it, and he's going to throw on first down over the middle, and it's a little high. Evan Bergdahl coming in, the junior, 6'1", 170 pounds. He's thrown for just over 1,500 yards this season, 67% completion percentage. And how about this percentage? 28 touchdowns to 4 picks. It'll be 2nd and 10. Cabrini with the ball at the 20. First down goes a little high. Look for their running back as well, Noah Roman. Throwing again on first to the outside. It's connected. Great pickup that time near the sticks. And it's going to be Logan Emmerich.
Yeah, and they do a good job that time just picking up something on second down so they don't get into a 3rd and long situation. You know, Evan Bergdahl gets a short completion. Great job by him, just taking what the defense gives him.
Here's another look at it.
Nice free access throw by Evan there. Sets him up for a 3rd and short here.
So it does bring up a 3rd down. It will be 3rd and 3 for the Monarchs. Bergdahl has a number of receivers he can go to. And look out for them because they can break them as well. Numerous long touchdown plays for the Monarchs this season. They just need 3, though, here on the opening drive of this game. They hand it off, and nothing doing there, Jack.
Yeah, and they try and run a gap scheme play, which can be characterized as a power football play. But number 3 in green, Jasper Haynes, does a great job plugging it up for this Father Gabriel Richard defense, and they stuff him on a 3rd and short.
Not necessarily the start they're looking for here. Running on 3rd. Do you like that call, Jack?
You know what? I kind of do. They're just playing smart off the bat. It's earlier in the game. They're gonna run it and protect their quarterback, Evan Bergdahl, early.
So here they come, lining up on 4th and short, deep in their own end zone. They are in Ford Field. This is Dan Campbell-esque. We'll see if they go. They do. Evan, he's running for it, and he's got it. How about doing that here? I mean, we are in Ford Field.
We are.
Is Dan Campbell calling the plays down there?
Wow, it takes a lot of confidence to go for it on 4th down here in your own territory. But on big downs, what is the key? The quarterback using his legs. And Evan Bergdahl, number 9 in white, does a great job there using his legs and picks up the first down for his team.
Excellent play. How about the guts on the opening drive? They need to make something happen. They just did right there. They moved the chains, new set of downs for the Monarchs, who come in, as we said, 8-0. First time they have done that since 2007. They have never been 9-0. Looking to do that here. Winners of the Catholic League Intersectional 2 Championship. That's what got them here. Ranked 5th in Division 8. Looking to bring home a state title on first down. He's throwing again. Got a man out there. Right there at the hash mark. And it's brought in for a nice pickup on first, maybe 4 yards. So we've seen a lot of throws here so far for the Monarchs. That one run on 3rd down. And then, of course, the designed run for Bergdahl to pick up the first down. They're going to say it's 2nd and 5.
It's a good spot for him there.
Cabrini, as you see, looking like the old school Minnesota Vikings in those uniforms. In the white. Gabriel Richard in the black with the green trim. Got a late substitution for Cabrini. 3 receivers to the top of your screen. Bergdahl gonna run it again. He's got a lot of room up the middle. Takes a slide. Got that first down. Slides right at the stick. Smart move by Evan. And they are gonna pick up another first.
Yeah, and that's another great play for him with his legs. Evan Bergdahl does a great job, number 9 in white. It's not quite a quarterback draw, Ryan, but they do set up a nice pass play. He sees an open gap right there in his O-line and does a great job extending it and getting to the first down again. Will that be a theme here today? We'll see.
Interesting, Coach told us this week, Coach Chidester, his offense, he lets his kids do a lot of the offense. His kids call a lot of it. What do you think about that? That's a lot of faith in a high school team.
It's a lot of faith, a lot of confidence in high school kids, but he believes in them.
Man in motion to the top side. In trouble. Gonna be hit. Gonna be brought down. Huge play by the defense for the first time today. We got a big sack. That's big 5'4", Jonah Will.
Yeah, and this was one of the concerns Cabrini's head coach coming into this game was the size difference up front. But number 54 in black does a great job. Jonah Will comes in for the sack and makes a nice rip and gets to the quarterback.
So for the first time, the Monarchs moving a little backwards. Going to be 2nd and 16. They are now back to the 38-yard line as the play comes in. The coach told us they might get popped in the face a little early, but that's okay. Don't get caught up in that moment. Just keep doing what you do. And that's worked for them so far all year. 2nd and 16. They go back to the ground. Not much doing that time either. Defensive line got in there quickly.
Yeah, not a situation they want to be in again. Here's this 3rd and long. It's a tough call for an offensive coordinator, to say the least, and really on your quarterback. So, we'll see what they set up here. It could be a draw, it could be a screen for this offense, or they could just play conservatively and run it.
Well, as we told you, this team can break them. They've got a lot of great receivers led by the Emmerich brothers, Lander and Logan. They get it done, as well as Eddie Hughes and Jace Setnar. We're going to be seeing those names a lot today. Going 5 wide here on 3rd and 16. Bergdahl in trouble again, and that's 5-4. Just slings him down. Jonah Will.
Yeah, and it looks like they were trying to go for a QB draw here, which is, a bigger theme on 3rd downs. And number 54 in black does it again. Jonah Will, great job penetrating the O-line and getting to the quarterback for a big stop on 3rd down.
Enforcing his will on this drive. A pair of sacks for Jonah. It's now 3rd and 4th and Hamtramck for Cabrini, who's going to have to punt this sucker away. So it will be Father Gabriel Richard, the Fighting Irish, getting their first crack at it. And we've got a fake over the middle, nearly picked off. Man, Cabrini is breaking out all the stops here in this one. They are the smaller school, just over 200 kids in here. They know they need to make something happen. They already went for it on 4th down. Now a fake punt deep in their own territory.
Yeah, and I'm going to say it's a little bit surprising to start the game, in the first quarter, but they decide to do it. They have confidence in their kids. But now Father Gabriel Richard's going to take over the ball in Cabrini's territory.
Got that short field for sure. So here comes Father Gabriel Richard for the first time. They just have 31 yards to go to get on the board for the first time today. Hand off to number 2, but he's got nowhere to go. That's Matthew Hoban, and we talked about him in the open. That is their horse. That's their main man. But on the first play of the game, he had nothing.
Yeah, and they start in this empty formation, which we're going to see a lot of this game. Father Gabriel Richard's head coach talked about getting into these formations and taking advantage of the defense, but here Cabrini does a nice job stopping it for a no gain.
And they go quick, going to the end zone this time. Fired down there, brought in, incredible catch, touchdown, Fighting Irish, Nicholas Wells.
Yeah, and we just mentioned it last play. They're going to get in these formations and spread the ball around and get out wide and take advantage of Cabrini's defense's weaknesses. And we see it here with Nicholas Wells, number 11 in black, going straight up the seam and making a great catch over the top for a touchdown.
And he nearly had the interception there on the fake punt. Kind of the same thing, turning his back, going up, high pointing that ball. This time he does it in the end zone for a touchdown, 31 yards.
And now we're going to see, something kind of special and identity-wise from Father Gabriel Richard. They love lining up in this 2-point play every single time they score here.
Got a man wide open. Guess who it is? The man doing everything so far in this one. Wells, well done. But we do have a flag on the play. So that formation we talked about brought out a hanky.
And they love doing that after they score a touchdown to see if they can take advantage of something the Cabrini defense doing or their opponent's defense. And that time they get caught in an illegal formation.
And here we go. It looks like now they're going to kick it away. And guess who it might be who's kicking this ball? Number 11, Nicholas Wells.
Can do it all.
He can do it all, absolutely. The senior captain is going to try to now put this one through for 1 point instead of 2. High snap. And he kicks it up and through. So just like that, it's Gabriel Richard with a 7-0 lead. Let's take a look at that tutty.
Yeah, we talked about it after the first play. Is they're going to get into these empty, or is it empty formations? That's what their coach talked about this week, and they are going to take advantage of this matchup right here, right up the seam with Nicholas Wells, number 11 in black, who just makes a great play and goes up, catches it. Great throw by Fisher Thomas, number 4 in black as well. Got to give him a shout out.
How about the burst of speed right off the line by Wells?
It's beautiful. Exactly what you want to see if you're the quarterback. Great ball by him as well.
And there you go. Big fella's got the chain on him. I believe that's the got the dog in me chain. Yeah, he had the dog in him on that drive, that's for sure. Hey, we want to let you know that Hungry Howie's is a great partner of the state champs, Mr. Football, and Anvil Awards. Hungry Howie's, famous for flavor and flavor. You can order your pizza at hungryhowies.com. So here comes Gabriel Richard booting it away. The Monarchs on the return. Pretty good one. Up to the 26-yard line. That's where they will begin their second drive.
Yeah, and the question is here that they have to stay out of 3rd and longs in this drive right here. They got stopped by these 3rd and longs in the first drive, and they have to stay ahead of the chains and ahead of schedule. They got to get something on 1st down right here.
One of the keys of the game we talked about coming in will be in the trenches, as most football games are. But bigger school, they got a bigger line. Would Cabrini be able to hang with them in the trenches? 2 sacks on that drive. Let's see what Bergdahl has here. Going to throw again to the outside, and looks like maybe they were on the wrong page there between each other. Throws a little bit short. Bergdahl throwing toward the sticks. Receiver maybe just running a streak on that one.
Second down on the 26.
Here comes Evan. You see him, number 9, the quarterback. Talked about a couple of his other guys. The guy wearing the deuce back there, that's their main running back, Noah Roman. And he's in the backfield as well. And we've got a whole lot of movement on second down. Hey, let's go down to the 3rd member of our team on the field. Let's throw it back to Patty Cesarini.
Thanks, guys. Nick Wells, actually a soccer player his whole entire life, committed to football within the last year and a half, and you guys saw that soccer leg, and even at Eastern Michigan, they had a game there. He kicked a 49-yard field goal. Coach really believes that he can play at the next level. Back up to you guys.
Yeah, if you're kicking 49 in high school, you may be able to play at the next level for sure.
That's pretty darn good.
Yeah, you don't see a lot of 49-yarders in the high school game. Here we go. Second down and long. Bergdahl throwing again, and it's going to go long again.
Yeah, and they're trying to get – he's trying to get to his favorite target, number 17 in white, Lander Emmerich, and they try a double move here, going in with the slant and back up, and it just doesn't work out. They're playing too high coverage there, 2 safeties, and they saw it. I saw it this week during practice at Father Gabriel Richard when I went. They're going to play a little bracket coverage today and try and stay over the top.
We got a hands to the face, though, so that'll help. 15 yards on that. Going to bring up another first down, so that'll definitely help Cabrini here. Hey, this is the 12th time these two have met all time. Father Gabriel Richard actually just 4-7. Cabrini has the advantage all time with these two. 12th game between them. Coach over there, Coach Robinson at Gabriel Richard, told us you need to get off to a good start. That is a must. They have done exactly that. But a personal foul here is going to put Cabrini in position. They got the ball at the 36. Going back to the air. Rolling out, firing down the field, and again, had nothing. Looks like maybe again they were on the different page between the two. And once again, Bergdahl running for his life toward the sideline.
Yeah, and that's been a common theme so far in this game. It's just they're winning the line. Father Gabriel Richard's winning the line of scrimmage and getting some pressure on Evan Bergdahl. And again, they're a little bit off schedule. On first down, they can't get anything.
Gabriel Richard got here after a huge win last week over Macomb Lutheran North, 44-19. Getting a little revenge from last year. Lutheran North put it on them, and that's how they got into this game. Here we are in 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Bergdahl just got to fire that one out of bounds. They were coming after him again. And once again, guess who? It's Will.
And he is dominating this game. You're going to see him up front right there, and he's just going to, again, penetrate the offensive line, and get to Evan Bergdahl. And great job by this defense. Number 3, Jasper Haynes in black does a great job penetrating the O-line and getting to the quarterback.
So it's going to bring up 3rd and 10. Quarterback now under center. Going to pitch it outside. And he cannot get it. Logan Emmerich tried to get that edge. But that line again, getting in there, wouldn't let him go.
And who other than the Wayne State commit, Matthew Hoban? He can really do it all. He sets the edge of the defense right there, does a beautiful job taking on that block and pushing him to the sideline. Great job by Matthew Hoban, number 2 in black.
Yeah, you said it. He can do it on both sides of the ball. Going to go to Wayne State. He's a touchdown machine on offense and imposing his will so far here on defense. 4th down again. Cabrini huddled up. And they are once again looking like they're going to go for it. Deep in their own territory at their own 34. 3rd time we've seen it here today. In just the second drive, slings it out. We're going to have a double pass. Man's wide open down the field. It's connected. Logan Emmerich is gone. Touchdown, Cabrini. Incredible play.
Wow. What confidence from this Cabrini head coach.
The brothers connecting here, Jack.
The brothers. So he's going to start out coming this way. The quarterback's going to take a step back and throw it to Lander down at the bottom of the screen. And you're going to see his brother coming across the field and just gets behind the defense, does a great job. And hey, they're coming out and playing like they have nothing to lose here. They're playing with a ton of confidence, and I love it. I love it.
This is Ford Field, backyard at the Emmerich household. How many times do you think they've done that through the years?
Uh-oh.
And as we come out of the replay, we have a flag that came in late after all the celebration. The officials say it's an illegal forward pass. Don't know if he was over the line of scrimmage when he fired that.
You know, and we're looking at that replay, the quarterback may not have, the receiver actually may not have gotten enough depth for it to be a backwards pass, so it could have been 2 forward passes there.
Let's take another look at it.
Let's take another look. Yeah, so it looks like the receiver, they're going to say the receiver was in front of the quarterback when he was throwing, so you're going to say there's 2 forward passes there, and that's why they're calling that illegal forward pass. That's just tough luck there for the Cabrini offense.
And you can hear the crowd is not happy about that because they get backed up.
Here we go in this empty formation. They're going to bring Matthew Hoban back.
Here we go again, another throw outside, but this time it's picked off. Incredible grab out there by Jace Sentnar. And they get the ball right back.
And what a play by number 4 in white, Jace Sentnar. They have him beat here at the start, and he is able to recover. We're going to see it at the top of your screen here on this wheel route. But Jace Sentnar comes back. It's a little underthrown ball, and he goes up and makes a huge play. Great job recovering by Jace Sentnar.
Yeah, he was 5 yards back. What a recovery there. So let's sum up what all just happened here in the last 2 minutes. Cabrini throws the receiver pass for a touchdown, brother to brother, Emmerich to Emmerich, but they say it's an illegal forward pass. It was 4th down, so Gabriel Richard got the ball. Here we go on 1st down for Cabrini. Quarterback's running. So then Father Gabriel Richard gets the ball. On 1st down, they go back to the end zone, only to be intercepted. And here we go again. Cabrini's got the ball back.
And this has been a good thing for them, though, right here. Evan Bergdahl, number 9 in white, taking control of this game with his feet and getting them some yards on 1st down. And if this is the way they're going to be able to move the ball, then he's got to keep doing this.
And we've seen it a couple of times now. He's had to scramble. They're coming after him. They've been sacked a few times already in just 2 drives. He's doing a good job. And here's another thing you hear all the time, and you know you're a quarterback. Obviously, he's learned how to slide. Some guys can't do it, and some guys you see in the NFL can't do it. He's done it a couple of times now and picked up 4 or 5 yards each time.
He's done a good job. I was more of a diver myself.
You were you couldn't figure it out, huh?
I couldn't figure it out.
Here we go, second down now, 6 to go. Bergdahl to the outside, got his man. It's Centenar who got that interception. See where they mark it. Looks like, yeah, for sure, it's a first down again for Cabrini.
Yeah, and number 9 in white, Evan Bergdahl, does a great job recognizing the off coverage from the defense here. He sees this corner is off right here, and he sees his target is coming up for a nice little hitch route. Sees the corner, takes it right away. That's a great throw and a great pickup on the first down for the offense.
Lawrence Technological University, your vision of competing in scholarship-level collegiate athletics can be your reality. LTU offers varsity sports for men and women while studying for a world-class undergraduate degree. Scholarships are available at LTU. RecruitYourself.com. So another fresh set of downs here for the Monarchs. Bergdahl gonna run it again. Got lots of room. He slid and he got hit, and there is a flag. You know, on the very first slide of the day, Jack, almost got him with a late hit on the slide. This time they did get him. Something to watch.
It is something to watch. And you know how I mentioned earlier, they're going to play 2-man and 2 high safeties against Cabrini to stop number 17. But guess what hurts 2 high safeties, 2-man? The quarterback draw and quarterback run. He goes right up the middle and takes advantage of the weakness in that defense. And that is a great play call by the Cabrini head coach.
Evan Bergdahl probably going to shatter every record in Cabrini history by the time he is done. Just a junior. And he's going to break all those records by former Notre Dame quarterback Terry Andrusak. 1983 was the last year he played before going on to play with a guy you may have heard of. Tim Brown was his leading receiver. They keep it on the ground on first down. First time they've ran it in quite a while with the back. They pick out a couple. Yeah, he was the quarterback for a Heisman Trophy winner back in 1988. Not too bad coming out of Cabrini.
Not too bad at all.
Yeah, Bergdahl's probably going to break all his records by the time it's all said and done. Looks like we got a timeout on the field. Boys running to the sideline, and it's actually going to be the end of the first quarter. At the end of the first, we have got some excitement. Cabrini with the ball, but they trail 7-zip. We'll have a second quarter coming up right after this.
What's more authentic than a Hungry Howie's Detroit-style pizza? Nothing. We're not playing around with the pizza of our birthplace. Thick crust, cheese to the edge, sauce on the top. Where it belongs. We've seen a lot of fakes out there. Not here. This is authentic Detroit-style pizza. Order yours now online for $12.99. We sauce the top and rep for the 313 everywhere. We do bold.
Hungry
Howie's.
Hi, I'm Dave Peabody with Legacy Partners Insurance. We've insured just about everything in Metro Detroit. Yeah, we've seen some things. Whether you have hundreds of employees or just your cousin in the back doing everything, we'll build a policy that fits. Property, liability, benefits, we'll even cover you in case your cousin opens that email that he really shouldn't have. We build insurance policies for real life. If you have equipment, employees, or just a really chaotic Tuesday, we've got the right coverage for you. Legacy Partners. Detroit businesses trust us. You can too.
If playing college sports is your dream, don't wait for a college coach to find you. Recruit yourself. At Lawrence Tech, we're looking for student athletes. LTU competes in the NAIA with 24 varsity sports and athletic scholarships. Explore new degree programs like sport management, where sports meets cutting-edge education. Visit LTURecruitYourself.com and just fill out the questionnaire. It's that easy. Lawrence Technological University. Be curious. Make magic.
Well, quarterback Evan Bergdahl and wide receiver Lander Emmerich, a big piece of the Cabrini's offensive identity. And after talking with Coach, he said Bergdahl's really matured over the years. He's calm, collected, knows where he wants to go with the football. And Emmerich he draws so much attention that he forces teams to decide if they want to double him or not. And if they don't, then we're willing to take bets one-on-one with Emmerich every time. And you guys talked a little bit about this earlier. The unique thing about this offense is that the players are often the play callers pre-snap. Coach Chittister said we place a big emphasis on teaching and going through that stuff so that they can make plays, they can make calls out on the field and go through it with confidence. Back up to you guys.
Thank you, Patty. Yeah, that is an amazing thing. And they have done a great job so far. Very exciting. Going for it on 4th down. Trick plays, fake punts. And here they are now, nearing midfield, down 7-zip.
Second down.
Looking to tie this thing up as we begin the second quarter. It will be 2nd and 7. Cabrini still on their own side of the field. Going to keep it on the ground this time. Nowhere to go. Tried to go off tackle, and not much there. Maybe a yard.
And again, who other than number 54 in black, Jonah Will, does another great job penetrating the O-lineman here. You're going to see him where that line is. Penetrates the O-line, rips through his block, and gets to the running back. He has had a heck of a day, Ryan.
Yeah, and we're just getting started here. We still have 3 more quarters to go. Jonah Will doing a great job on defense. Nicholas Wells so far doing a great job on offense. But it's Cabrini with the ball still, facing a 3rd and long. As we have found out so far, everywhere is 4-down territory for the Monarchs. Man in motion is Logan Emmerich. And we've got a flag. Cabrini probably going to get backed up here. We'll wait for the call. No, encroachment on the D. So it's going to be 3rd and short. Got in there a little too early.
Yeah, that's going to help Cabrini out a bit and give them an easier 3rd down opportunity here.
So last time they faced 3rd and short, it was one of the few times on the day that they ran the ball. We'll see what they do now. Crossed midfield with that penalty. Boys from Cabrini looking to move those chains again. They've had no trouble doing it so far. Good look there at the junior QB. He takes the snap. Looking to the sideline. Got a man out there, but throws it just a hair wide. Once again, looking for Logan.
Yeah, and it was a good look there for number 9, Evan Bergdahl. He comes across in motion, and this corner latches onto the receiver at the top. Number 5, Logan Emmerich. You're going to see him kind of come open in this space right there, and you just think he'd throttle down or something, be on the same page, but they just weren't there, and they're going to miss out on that 3rd down opportunity.
So they've gone for it on 4th down inside their own 20. You know they're going to go for it on the other side at the 49.
Playing like they got nothing to lose.
And we do have a timeout on 4th down by Cabrini. Hey, there's always help wanted when it comes to high school game officials. Every year, over 1,000 new officials are needed. Officiating is a great way to stay in shape, stay close to the game, and so much more. Log on to MHSAA.com for more information. Good look there is our game officials today for Prep Bowl 53. This is the Cardinal Championship game. Ann Arbor, Gabriel Richard taking on Allen Park Cabrini. And you know, for the boys from Cabrini, this is like a full circle moment for a lot of these dudes because a bunch of these guys got to play here as 8th graders. And now here they are getting to play again at Ford Field for a lot of these seniors. Cool deal for them. And hoping to go 9-0 for the first time in school history. But they got some work to do, down 7-zip. It's going to be 4th down and 2. Evan Bergdahl in the backfield alongside Noah Roman. Got a man in motion, that's Lander. Quarterback going to keep it, and he is wrapped up immediately. Huge hit, Finn O'Mara.
And that's just a great defensive stand by Father Gabriel Richard.
And 54 again in there.
54 in there. Number 54 in black, Jonah Will does a great job, as well as his teammates, gang tackling. And that's another point their head coach talked about this week, is tackling and getting guys down to the ground. They run a counter play, and number 23, Finn O'Mara, brother of Toma O'Mara, who also played at Michigan.
Yes, sir. Got
Former
a couple.
teammate of mine.
Yeah, he got a carry the other day I saw. So once again, turnover on downs, and here comes Gabriel Richard. They've got the ball at the 49. Handed off up the middle on first down. Hoban picking up yards, gets pushed in the back. Going to be about a gain of 9 on first.
Yeah, and this has been the theme of this game so far, is just the fronts and the size difference, and they've been able to take advantage of that this game. Father Gabriel Richard has.
And they're going quick again. Love that tempo offense. They're right up there. And that handoff on the sweep, and a huge pickup again. Look at the speed, breaks tackles. He's going to be gone. Touchdown, Father Gabriel Richard.
Yeah, and that's their speedy playmaker, number 8 in black, James Milanovic. He's a track guy. He can stretch the field, but they also use him in this jet sweep game, and they're going to bring him across right here and just toss him a nice, easy football. And he is going to go to work. He's going to push up field, bounce it back across the field, and just breaks away from 3 defenders and goes and score. Great job by James Milanovic.
And how about that block by O'Mara there?
Great block by him.
Great block, set him free. And then he took it the rest of the way to the house. James Milanovic. Wait for the extra point. It's Mr. Wells.
Can do it all.
And well done. And just like that, Ann Arbor, Father Gabriel Richard leads it 14-zip. You know, Milanovic, you mentioned he's a track guy. He had 3 TDs last week. He's averaging 25 yards per catch. So he is a big play dude, that's for sure.
That is a ridiculous rate. Right?
You ever had a receiver 25 a catch?
I played with Chris Olave in high school, but I don't even know if he had 25 yards per catch. He's one of my groomsmen in my wedding. Let me tell you, I know his stats pretty well, but yeah, I don't even know if he had that clip.
And so does every fantasy football owner on earth. They know him pretty well as well. Hey, football fans, the action doesn't stop after Friday Night Lights. Keep it rolling with the State Champs High School Sports Show, covering all sports every Saturday morning at 10:30 on WDIV Local 4. You may be seeing that play on Local 4 coming up here next week. Great job there by James Milanovic. It's 14-0. Gabriel Richard. We mentioned last time they went 9-0 was 1976. So it's been a long time, 49 years. There's the boot. Looks like it's going to go through the end zone. So Cabrini will get the ball there at the 20-yard line.
And this is one of the things you talked about at the beginning of the game, Ryan, is if they get knocked down, can they get back up? And this is what they have to do right now. They have to be resilient and respond.
Absolutely. That's what Coach said. We might get punched in the face. They're down 14-0, but, man, they are not scared. There's no doubt about that.
Not scared.
Not whatsoever. They are breaking out all the stops. So they got a lot of time here. We'll see what happens as we go on. We are about just a couple of minutes into the second quarter. 9:38 to play before the half. Cabrini gets the ball one more time. Evan Bergdahl doing a good job with his wheels as he's had to scramble a couple of times. He's got 4 wide, gonna throw again. Got a man out there, and it's tipped and will hit the turf.
Yeah, and that's a great job by number 16 in black. And that's Garrick Jenne. Does a great job. Sits on the quick game concept. Little inside hitch. Does a great job breaking it up.
Yeah, that big senior out there. 6 feet, 181. Using all of it, stretching that arm out. Appreciate our crew out there as well. As always, the State Champs crew here on Game Time Live. Bringing you all the action from up here in the booth, down there on the field. Our guys do a great job. So it's 2nd and long. Evan Bergdahl has 3 receivers at the bottom of your screen. He's looking over the middle. Got a man out there, but it is off the hands of Jace Centaur.
And, they get into the too high coverage again, and they're trying to keep a lid in the top on the defense so no one can beat them deep. But what is that leave vulnerable? It is the underneath, and he just misses it a little behind him.
Yeah, had to turn his body there.
I believe that was Jace Setner that just a little behind him and couldn't haul it in, but that is the right idea. They got to attack that part of the field if they're going to play deep.
Another senior is Jace, number 4. Ball goes off his hands, so it brings up 3rd and long one more time. Cabrini doesn't want to be in it. They're familiar with 3rd and long, though, and they've gotten out of it. Throw goes to the outside. It is brought in. That's Lander Emmerich, the senior, bringing it in.
Yeah, and they brought pressure that time and Matthew Hoban came free at the end. That's actually a great throw by number 9 and white, Evan Bergdahl, to get it out there to his favorite target, Lander Emmerich. Sets him up for a little bit shorter 4th down opportunity if they want it.
Yeah, just a gain of 4 on that play. Gets him to the 24. Obviously, after the touchback, got to get to the 30, and we've got a timeout on the field.
You'd think they'd have to kick it at this point, right, Ryan? You'd think so, but with all that's been happening this game, they very well might go for it.
If you do it twice on the opening drive, 0-0, hey, why would you not do it down 14-0 early here in the 2nd quarter?
Very true.
The Construction Association of Michigan provides a vast array of resources, services, information, and training to our diverse membership in Michigan's construction industry. Go to buildwithcam.com for more information. Okay, another 4th down. I may be asking you this apparently numerous times today. What do you do on 4th? Who are you looking at? Looking for Logan?
Well, they've put a lid on the defense and tried to take away their star target, number 17 and white, Lander Emmerich. So you're going to have to go with some zone beater concepts, it seems, if you're the offense, or maybe you let Evan Bergdahl use his legs like they have been to convert in crucial situations. And
we've got another timeout on the field after Cabrini was about to snap that ball. Gabriel Richard says, we don't like what we see, let's call a TO. Well, we've seen a fake punt. We've seen a receiver screen and pass for a called back touchdown. We'll see what they can draw up this time. Coach Chidester, his 3rd season here. Hey, let's go back though. How about 20 years in time? As the Allen Park Cabrini Monarchs, they captured back-to-back state titles in softball. 06, 07, those teams were legendary. The 2006 Cabrini team shut out Petersburg Summerfield 2-0. And then in 07, another shutout, but this one was a blowout over Frankfurt, 10-0. I actually covered those teams. That's how old I am, Jack. I was at that game.
That's
incredible
hilarious.
Job here. Here we go, 4th down. Let's see what they draw up this time. Bergdahl rolling. Has to fire it out there. He's got a man. It's brought in. Incredible catch. He's going to be right near the sticks. Incredible grab there by Noah Roman.
What a play. And you know what? Father Gabriel Richard does get into too high safety defense, but they put Evan Bergdahl on the edge, and he makes an unbelievable throw to number 2 and white, Noah Roman, on the quarterback rollout pass. Great job. That extra fight just to get the 1st down.
And the other number 2 was right in his face. Matt Hoban was right there. Made him kind of throw that rainbow ball, but it was good. He did it throwing into coverage, and it was Noah going up and getting it. And here we go again, 4th down. They are not scared of nothing. They do it again, another 4th down conversion.
They got to get something on these first downs to make it a little easier on them.
So here they come on 1st down. Gonna throw it again, but more trouble. Hoban almost had him. We've got a flag in the backfield. Bergdahl just throws it away, but may have a hold back there.
Holding. Offense.
And we do. So a positive play followed up by a negative play is going to back the Monarchs up.
Yeah, and Father Gabriel Richard is just really tacking up front. And they know up front is their strength right now. Father Gabriel Richard does, and I would assume they're going to keep doing that throughout this game. They're pushing them behind the sticks and getting Cabrini off schedule. And it's just not sustainable for Cabrini. You have to find something on 1st down. So let's see if they can get half back here.
Yeah, they do have a couple of big guys up there on that offensive line. Morgan Stallings, 6'4", 249. DJ Mafasoli, 6'1", 270. But the other guys are not nearly as big, and you saw it right there. It's Hoban getting in there. 2-on-2 crime as he takes down Noah Roman.
And this kid can really do it all. The Wayne State commit, Matthew Hoban, just breaks through the offensive line and makes a huge play, holding that edge throughout this game, and has done a great job. Great tackling there by him. He can tackle, he can run, he can catch, he can run routes. What can't this kid do?
He's doing pretty well so far, and it's big trouble for Cabrini. They now face 2nd down after that hold in the backfield. It's going to be 2nd and 25. They're all the way back to the 16-yard line. Coach RJ Chidser's got to go back in his bag of tricks here. 2nd and a mile. Bergdahl gonna throw over the middle. Got a man out there, tried to bring it in with one hand, but Chase Settar just couldn't hold it.
Yeah, that was a great concept too, to attack that coverage. And that's not a terrible throw, but just a little high. That was a great over route by Jason Setnar.
Man, he almost had that sucker.
But you like to see, you want to see more of those zone concept beating routes, those over routes, those curl routes that you can just sit in zones and you can just pick them apart that way.
Setnar's a big play receiver as well. He comes in with 421 yards, 8 touchdowns. This one going deep, got a man downfield, but it is overthrown. This time, looking for number 5, Logan Emmerich, the junior. And it will bring up 4th, and this is the biggest 4th down they faced so far today. 4th and 25, backed up all the way on their own 16. We'll see if they finally decide to kick it away. Yeah, looks like they might.
Yep, looks like they are. They're bringing number 99 in, Evan Thompson.
We saw Evan Thompson kicking before the game. He can boot it. Has a nice high spiral on his punt. Kicking it close to 50 yards. We'll see what he has here. Back at his own 4. Kick is away. And hey, look at that. Making me look great. All the way back to the 40 on the other side of the field. A beautiful punt.
That's a great punt by him there. It's gonna give them a little help, give Cabrini's defense a little help. We'll see if they can make a stand right here at midfield.
Yeah, they definitely need a big stand. They've been hit by a couple of long plays.
Yeah, and that's been the thing. They have to keep a top on their defense and then also stop the big playmakers in James Milanovic and Matthew Hoban. That's their biggest test today.
1st and 10 Irish on the 40.
One name we haven't said so far, Fisher Thomas. Looks like we're going to see what happens here. Under center. Yeah, I was going to say that is not Fisher Thomas under center. Couldn't quite tell exactly who that was. Big 85 keeping the ball, and he takes it for a huge gain on first.
Yeah, and they got into empty here again in this formation they love, and they fake the jet sweep to James Milanovic. And number 85 in black does a great job carving up that defense, and the offensive line provides a great push as well.
Andrew Castro Giovanni on first down, taking the direct snap.
Andrew Castro Giovanni, when we went to practice yesterday, they talked about how getting him back was actually huge for their team because he was hurt 2 weeks ago. He just got back, and they really like this kid.
Yeah, you can tell. Great job there by him, keeping it, the sophomore. And here he is again, same deal, and it works again. Another huge hole. The secondary has to bring him down. That's going to be a gain of 16 yards.
Yeah, and if it works, keep doing it. And James Castro Giovanni, rather, Andrew Castro Giovanni. He's played quarterback for them too a little bit, so they're not afraid of him standing back there catching the snap. And they even said, we think this kid could be our quarterback next year as well.
Looking good so far with the feet. 2 plays in a row. They check now after looking to go tempo. Check back for the play. He's still in there. 16 in motion, goes to him. He's got room, cuts to the outside. He's cutting like a surgeon. Another first down and another pickup of 15.
Yeah, and they're just attacking this defense side to side at this point. And a great job by number 16 in black, Garrick Jenne, attacking in this field side to side. Great job by number 6 in black as well, establishing his blocks and holding it. And their coach talked about this week, hey, we want to take advantage of the field in all ways. 53.3 yards in width and 100 yards and vertically, and they're doing that today.
Now they go to the other side of the field, and this is nearly a touchdown. This one taken by James Milanovic, coming this way on the sweep. He gets it down to the 5.
Yeah, and they just can't stop this jet sweep right now, and they're going to have to get some edges to this defense to slow these guys down.
Using their size, using their skill. 14 seniors on this Fighting Irish team, looking to take a 21-0 lead here midway through the second quarter in the Prep Bowl. Castro Giovanni's got it. He does it himself. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And let me tell you, this was a great job on this drive from not only the offensive line, but the receivers and perimeter blocking. And we're going to see here on this play, just a great job from the offensive line. With the pullers coming across, the kick out, the puller, number 6 in black, nice job, and just springs Castro Giovanni free to get in the end zone.
Going in untouched. He was nearly untouched that entire drive. The 2 huge pickups up the middle, and then you saw that last one as he takes it to the crib for a 20-0 lead. Nicholas Wells once again with the point after, and he hammers it through. And just like that, Father Gabriel Richard has a 21-0 lead here in the Cardinal Championship game. Hey, power up your passion to a professional level by enrolling in one of the specs at LTU's 1-year Media Arts Certificate programs. Broadcasting, digital media, and graphic design. Start today by logging on to ltu.edu/specs. Well, we've been talking about it the entire day, the size of those lines. And they are really showing up. That's really been the difference so far. Evan Bergdahl doing all he can, but the lines are just dominating. You saw it on that last drive. Castro Giovanni just taking it anywhere he wanted to go.
And Castro Giovanni can throw the ball, but he's also a very, very good runner, and they took advantage of their size advantage that time, as well as Castro Giovanni's legs.
Let's see if Cabrini can get something going here on the return. Going to be taken just short of the 25-yard line. That's Eddie Hughes, the senior receiver. First time we've called his name today. He's another dude that can make some things happen when he gets the ball in his hands. He's got 4 touchdowns, 43-yard reception through the air. Haven't seen any of those big ones quite yet for the Monarchs. They're going to try to do it now and get that donut off the board here in the Cardinal Championship. Bergdahl going to hand it off this time. There's his man. There's Big Deuce. Noah Roman with a big pickup. First time and the best run we've seen from him today.
Yeah, exactly. And this is what you want to see more of. This offensive line getting a push up front. Great job by number 77 in white. And Noah Roman, number 2 in white, getting 7 or 8 yards on that play. That's what you want to see on first down, a nice, effective run.
And they're running on the side of the ball where they had the big guy just a minute ago. We talked about Morgan Stallings, 6'4", 249. Yeah, get behind him and run behind that dude. It worked that time, setting up a 2nd and short. 3 to go. They keep it on the ground again to the left side, but this time it's trouble. Nowhere to go.
Yeah, and Matthew Hoban got in there real quick. I mean, he's been all over the field today for them.
Yeah, Jasper Haynes in there as well. That's what they're playing for. The Prep Bowl Catholic High School League. If you didn't know, that's what CHSL stands for. This is the Cardinal Championship between Intersectional 1. That would be Gabriel Richard. And the champions of Intersectional 2, Allen Park Cabrini.
Well, if you're Cabrini here and you know you're going to go for it on 4th down, maybe you try a quarterback run or a nice easy throw or just a run with your running back to try and set you up for 4th down.
Going to throw it. Bergdahl looking to the sideline, throws into double coverage. It is tipped and nearly picked off. Nothing doing out there one more time.
Yeah, now that's gonna set them up for a 4th and 6, which is a little bit harder than a 4th and 3, 4th and 2.
Taking a shot here, though, as we take another look at it.
Taking a shot for Lander Emmerich, their number 1 guy.
It hit their main man this season. 43 receptions coming into this game for 700 yards. Got 11 tutties. He's had a great year. In this, his senior year. Monarchs set up the punt. It's another fake. Throw, got a man out there. Had to try to bring it in with one arm, but could not get it done. That, once again, was Lander Emmerich down that high sideline. Couldn't bring it in. It's another turnover on downs.
And this is the 2nd punt fake from them today, and they just try and find a way to get number 17, Lander Emmerich, the ball. And they have a chance right there. They actually win, but he just can't pull it down with his one arm.
Yeah, really good throw down that sideline.
Great throw.
Tried to bring it in with the left hand, couldn't do it, so here they come one more time. The boys in black.
Fisher Thomas back out on the field for Gabriel Richard.
Yep, the last drive, all about Andrew Castro Giovanni. Now Fisher Thomas, as we were about to talk about him for the first time. Back under center, good little pitch out to the left. See if he gets the edge. Hammered as he was going out, but Hoban, man, that big fella, he just stuck his big old mitt out there and knocked him down.
Yeah, when I went to their practice yesterday, this kid has a college-type body. He's a bowling ball of a running back, and we've said it before on the broadcast, but he can really do it all. I like him, and Wayne State should be excited.
Lacrosse player as well, so he's used to scuffing it up a little bit, as you know. 2nd down, 5 to go. That is Thomas. You see there, number 4. Coach says this kid can do it all. So far, he and his team have. Up 21-0 with under 2 minutes to play in the half. Handoff to Hoban. Runs into traffic, but I believe he's picked up the first down.
Yeah, when I talked to the Cabrini head coach this week, he said was going to make some adjustments up front, and you're going to see how many guys they have up front here. And that is to stop Matthew Hoban in the Father Gabriel Richard run game, and they just can't get a push up front.
Another pickup here on first down to the 12-yard line. Once again, it's Hoban. And they said they're going to do every single thing they can possibly do to stop this guy. So far, have not been able to do it. It's going to be second and short one more time. Now in the red zone, and we've got movement. And yeah, that's going to be a flag coming in. Cabrini jumped across the line. See if they were drawn off.
Encroachment. Defense.
They were not.
5-yard penalty. The result.
Yeah, penalties have hurt them a lot today.
Yeah, they don't need to give these guys any help. And this time they have pushed them inside the 10, down to the 6. Fighting Irish looking to find that blue Lions paint again. Fisher Thomas has a man in motion. Hands it off to Hoban. He fights through a tackle. We saw the strength there, but he just didn't have enough after some help came over, and he's brought down.
And you know what? Father Gabriel Richard is just casually taking their time here. They get lined up quick here, but they're just winding down the clock of the first half.
Here comes Thomas, hands it to Hoban. He cuts up the middle, and he fights his way across the line, and he's in there. Another touchdown for Gabriel Richard. Matthew Hoban.
Let's just admire some brute strength right here by Matthew Hoban. Cabrini actually wins up front, but Matthew Hoban says, no, I am him, and I'm going to make this play. They're able to penetrate through the offensive line, but he says, no, I'm breaking through. I am getting into the end zone. Great job by Matthew Hoban.
Yeah, Tyler Hernandez Walsh was right there, their leading tackler. But Hoban, man, he's a tank. 6 foot 210. And he just pushed his way across that goal line. 27-0 here in the final seconds of the first half. Nicholas Wells, ho-hum, kicks it up and through. Now 28-0. Gabriel Richard coming in ranked 5th in D5. We told you Cabrini ranked 5th in D8. But so far, the bigger team so far has had their way. 15 playoff appearances, 6 conference championships. And they are winning here big time in the first half of the Prep Bowl. Number 53. Just impressive, Jack. Just impressive, having their way.
They absolutely are. And we talked about it earlier in the game and multiple times throughout. It's just the size advantage right now. And Cabrini's also, struggling to not get penalties and get out of their own way. And it's just too much for them right now. But guess what? Halftime's coming up. If they can get back up and take some hits like Rocky, get back up and stay in the fight.
It's not
try
how
and
many.
get back in the fight. You know what I mean?
It's not how many you can take, it's how many you can take and get back up.
Exactly.
We'll see if Cabrini has that in him. And I'll tell you what, with Gabriel Richard as well, what's been impressive, they've been hit with the entire tank so far. Fake punts, 2 of them. Fake plays, trick plays. They've been hit with all of them. Hasn't phased them whatsoever.
Yeah, and it really starts with discipline within their program. Head coach John Robinson does a really good job instilling that in these kids. I saw it when we went out to practice. There's ball security drills, there's special teams drills, and he's ready for almost any fake you can think of in the world. They're practicing it at these high school practices, and it is extremely impressive that he is doing it at this level.
Well, and he told us numerous times on our call with him, know your role, strength, and defend the whole field. Mm-hmm. They've done exactly that so far today. We've got a timeout by Gabriel Richard here with just 14 ticks left on the clock before the half.
And he also mentioned that he wanted to start fast and get ahead early. And
I would
Coach
say-
John Robinson, he's made his team do that today. He's done a great job preparing them for that.
Yeah, I think they have done that fairly well here today. Yeah, the intersectional 1 champs. They come in 8-0. School record for points coming in to this game. Just 8 games into the season, school record for points. 426 on the year. They have allowed just 112. That's a pretty good margin. They got a couple shutouts. Detroit Loyola, 52-zip. Riverview, Gabriel Richard, 56-zip. And here in the Prep Bowl, they're up 28-zip in the final seconds of the first half. Handoff going to Noah.
Yeah, and they're just going to try and get in the locker room here and reset for the second half.
Noah was fighting. He stayed on his feet for quite a long time before finally being dragged down. I believe they're going to give him forward progress on that, but it won't matter because that is the end of the first half. Ann Arbor, Gabriel Richard showing their strength. They are up 28-0 over Allen Park Cabrini as the boys head into the locker room. Can't say enough about how impressive this has been.
Yeah, and Matthew Hoban is as advertised.
Right.
Let me tell you, he is a strong physical running back, and he has shown that today.
Yeah, came in with 3 touchdowns last week. He's got 1 here so far today. Let's go down to the field to talk about what he did. Let's head down to Patty Cesarini. She's with Coach.
Coach, multiple contributors offensively. Your defense holds Cabrini scoreless in the first half. What do you like out of the complimentary football your team's been playing so far?
You know, we're being relentless, so it's nice to be relentless because the guys got an internal clock, so we got to get after it so we can't let these receivers, ball out. And so they're doing a good job.
Really appreciate it. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you.
Back up to you guys.
All right, appreciate it, Patty. As we said, 28-zip. Coach John Robinson's team doing it all so far in the Cardinal Championship game here in Prep Bowl 53. We'll bring in the second half coming up right after this.
Hi, everybody, and welcome into another edition of the State Champs High School Sports Show right here on Local 4 WDIV, powered by Lawrence Technological University. I'm Patty Cesarini, and today I'm coming to you from Troy Athens High School, where 2 of the state's top 10 teams are clashing for a boys soccer regional championship. It's Troy and Troy Athens, one of the most anticipated rivalry matchups of the season, and you aren't going to want to miss it. It's win or go home. Meanwhile, Lorne Plant is in Saline, where Dearborn Etzel Ford takes on Ann Arbor Huron in a high-stakes regional matchup from opening week. I also made a stop at Harper Woods to profile the most prolific scoring machine in high school football right now. If you haven't been paying attention, now is the time. Plus, Grant Perry and Alan True are back with your latest recruiting fix in the pipeline. But first, it's the final week of high school football regular season, and several teams are hanging on by a thread. It's now or never. Here's Ryan Slocum with the hit list.
We begin with the defending Division 5 state champs, Notre Dame Prep, going on the road to take on Hudsonville Unity Christian. After starting the season 1-2, the Irish are rolling. They hand Unity Christian its first loss of the season. 34-25 is the final. Notre Dame Prep finishes the regular season winners of 6 straight. Next up, Sterling Heights Stevenson and Brother Rice. They've closed out the regular season against each other 2 years in a row. And how about Brother Rice? The Warriors were 2-4. Playoff hopes looking slim, but they've risen to the occasion, winning their final 3 games, including this one, 24-15 over Stevenson. At 5-4, Brother Rice has enough playoff points to clinch a spot in the D2 playoffs. Now to the Battle of South Lyon. The Lions taking on their rivals from South Lyon East. South Lyon looking to cap a perfect regular season, and they did just that. Tyler Newton, give me 2. Newton with a kickoff return for a touchdown and a rushing score as the Lions beat East 28-6. They are 9-0 heading into the D2 playoffs. Over to Harper Woods, they hosted Mason. This team is electric. You'll see more on them in just a few minutes. The Mr. Football candidate, Dakota Garant, double covered. You better bring 3. He goes up and grabs the tutty from Nate Rochlow. The Pioneers hang on to win 21-17 to cap their first perfect regular season in school history. Next, a top 20 showdown. Number 5 Grand Blanc on the road at number 17 Romeo. And this game delivered. Offensive fireworks all night long, but GB comes out on top. 40-36 is the final. The Bobcats finished the regular season a perfect 9-0. The reigning Division IV state champs also looking to stay undefeated. Goodrich could get it done with a win over Gladwin, and they did just that. Jacoby Legat was unstoppable, rushing for 212 yards with 4 trips to the crib, helping the Martians win the shootout 63-42. Downriver we go. Trenton entered at 4-4, needing a win to keep their season alive. The Trojans hosted Lincoln Park, and they got a huge night from QB A.J. Hawkins. 3 rushing touchdowns as Trenton wins 49-26 to improve to 5-4, right in the hunt for a playoff spot in Division III. Now to the KLAA championship game. For the second year in a row, it's Howell and Belleville. The Highlanders' ground game was dominant. Howell beats Belleville 57-36 to become back-to-back KLAA champs. And we'll wrap it up with the Battle of Birmingham, Groves and Seaholm. Wild finish in this one. Groves drives the field in the final minute. Lavelle Shannon to Carter Ladke for the game-winning score. The Falcons take down their rival in dramatic fashion, 21-14.
Harper Woods High School is home to one of Michigan football's most surprising stories. Tiny roster, big-time ambition, with 8 straight wins and major regional victories, making a national ranking push. This program is rewriting what small school programs can really do. They're always chasing greatness.
Gotta get to work.
In a state full of giants, it's the small school from Harper Woods that's rewriting the rules of power football. Champions in 2023, but heartbroken in 2024. And now every rep, every snap, every score is Harper Woods' revenge tour.
Last year we felt like we underachieved. With the amount of talent we had returning and the chemistry on that team, we felt like on that Saturday afternoon we was not the best football team on the field.
It feels us a lot. That was my first time losing to them, and they had beat them in the semis the year they won the state championship. And my first year coming, losing to them was kind of hurtful.
With just 9 seniors on the roster, Harper Woods has shocked the state, leading the entire MHSAA in playoff points.
This was the rebuild year. This is the year that we were supposed to take our lumps and get ready for next year. So they decided that our time is now.
At the heart of it all is 5-star standout Dakota Garant, an uncommitted junior lighting up the scoreboards with over 20 touchdowns, gunning for 42. Balancing books, ball, and big-time college visits, his secret weapon is discipline.
I try to start by doing my schoolwork in school, so while I'm here in school, I try to lock in and do as much work as I can. Then Fridays, don't do no work. We got to be locked in for the game. But then Saturdays, I try to see what I can do, and then Sunday, probably do a little more homework, watch a little more film. But I just try to keep it all, don't overwhelm myself with the college stuff, and just make sure I can keep my grades good so I can play football.
And the one teeing him up, that's his close friend, Nate Rochlow, the Canadian kid who's been crossing borders his whole life for a shot at the big stage and a chance to chase his next level dreams.
My guy, been with me for as long as he family, he's like my brother, cousin, a little bit of everything. So just been grinding with him ever since he's been here.
I've been training over here since I was 7 years old. So really, I knew I had to come over here if I wanted to get more opportunities and all that. And I knew someone in Canada that knew Coach Oden, and that kind of how it got me over here and settled in the Harper Woods.
And they're not slowing down. Harper Woods is taking on Division I heavyweights and making it clear
We play divisionless football. To us, if you can play, regardless of level of competition. And that's our goal, just to prove to others, the non-believers we call them, that we can play the game at a high level versus anybody on a Friday night.
Harper Woods has everything it takes to win it all. Now it's about finishing what they started. I'm Patty Cesarini for State Champs.
Hey, what's up, State Champs Nation? It's your boy Lauren Plant here to let you know we're having great conversations online as it relates to the State Champs Mr. Football and Anvil Award segment presented by Hungry Howie's Pizza. And each and every week we are getting knee-deep in discussions on our guys who are in the top 10. When it comes to the State Champs Anvil Award, I have those combos with the Michigan High School Coaches Hall of Famer Tim Beckler. Tim, who are we talking about this week?
We've got another big fish in a small pond. Eli Bickle, a big guard from North Branch High School.
So we filmed this tease over a couple of days, and it's Michigan, right? So give it a minute, the weather will change. But Sean Belizean is here, and Sean, we've got another playmaker in the Mr. Football conversation this week, a two-way star who's committed to the Big Ten and is making an impact on every snap. Who are we talking about?
Vidi from Dearborn Divine Child. He's heading to Iowa. This is a guy, he runs the ball, he catches the ball. He's a force in the defensive backfield. Keep an eye on this young man.
Great stuff, Sean. Now, here's where the votes stand right now, ladies and gentlemen, in the Mr. Football race. 10th ranked Davison quarterback Jackson Dosh holds the top spot, but there's a tight race behind him. Detroit Catholic Central's Samson Gash and East Kentwood's Cade Kaufman are separated by only about 3%. On the Anvil side, Freeland's Tristan Comer continues to surge, while Cass Tech's Khalif Kante is closing fast, just 2% back. Remember, both fields freeze Monday, November 10th at noon Eastern, so keep those votes coming at statechampsnetwork.com. Hey, it's recruiting season, and another edition of The Pipeline is next, but it's also pizza eating season. Whether you're settling in for your favorite football event, high school, college, or pro, make it Hungry Howie's. During October's Love, Hope, and Pizza campaign, every pizza you buy helps the National Breast Cancer Foundation. State Champs will be back in a minute.
In a world where the magic of movies transports us to new realms, there exists a place where curiosity takes flight. Lawrence Technological University, where curiosity isn't just encouraged, it's celebrated. Here, minds ignite and dreams take shape, where innovation isn't just a buzzword, it's a way of life. Explore the magic of discovery. Experience the wonder of Lawrence Technological University. Be curious. Make magic.
What's more authentic than a Hungry Howie's Detroit-style pizza? Nothing. We're not playing around with the pizza of our birthplace. Thick crust, cheese to the edge, sauce on the top. Where it belongs. We've seen a lot of fakes out there. Not here. This is authentic Detroit-style pizza. Order yours now online for $12.99. We sauce the top and rep for the 313 everywhere. We do bold.
Hungry
Howie's!
I'm Chris Gorski, and you know what time it is. Let's run it back with a jam-packed week of high school sports action. We kick things off on the pitch. On the west side, Portage Central and East Kentwood gave us a Division I thriller. Tied at 1, heading to overtime, and then cue the clutch gene, sophomore Carter Syme game winner for Portage, 2-1 the final. The Mustangs punched their ticket to the state semis, where they'll meet Clarkston. Now to D4. Lansing Christian and Clarkston Everest clashed at Royal Oak Shrine, and it was the Owen Andrews show. The junior nets a natural hat trick in the first half. Pilgrims cruise to a 4-0 shutout, and they're dancing into the semifinals against Liggett. Back to D1, the Battle of Troy. Athens versus Troy for regional glory. Late in the match, Troy down 2-1. They empty the net for one last push, but Athens' Costa Amili fires from 50 yards. Bullseye, it's the dagger. Redhawks win 3-1 and hoist the hardware. Let's head indoors for volleyball highlights. Marysville taking on Grosse Pointe North in a Mac White showdown. All Vikings everything, Marysville dominates in a 3-set sweep, staying undefeated and sitting solo atop the Mac White. Let's send it over to Robbie Elliott with more from a busy week in fall sports finals.
Thanks, Chris. Over on the links, the girls' golf state finals brought storylines from every division. In D4, North Point Christian makes history, capturing his first ever state title by just one stroke over Lansing Catholic. That's clutch under pressure. D3, Grand Rapids Catholic Central, the Cougars win their third straight crown, led by Kelsey Preston, who finished third individually, a dynasty in the making. In D2 at Battle Creek, the Dexter Drodnauts live up to the hype, ranked number 1 all year, and they deliver. Avery Manning finishes third overall, her sister Maddie right behind in the top 10, and Dexter brings home its first state title. And in D1, it's all Northville. The Mustangs gallop to a 29-shot win. 3 golfers in the top 10, that's 6 state titles since 2018. Mustangs still running wild.
Let's close it out on the courts. Boys tennis wrapping up state finals across Michigan. In D1, Troy returns to the top, snaking its first championship in 4 years. In D4, Grosse Pointe Woods Liggett keeps the legacy alive, winning its 5th title in the last decade. And in D2, after 2 years as runners-up, Birmingham Seaholm finally breaks through. The Maples lift the trophy for the first time ever. D3 wraps up this weekend, and yes, we'll have those highlights next week. And hey, our state champs at the state final show start rolling out next week, and you do not want to miss them. Follow at State Champs Mish for wall-to-wall coverage of every playoff moment. I'm Chris Gorski, and that's how you run it back.
Hello, and welcome to another segment of The Pipeline, where we bring you the recruit report from around the state of Michigan. And we got a good list of candidates here today to talk about. Let's start in West Bloomfield. We have a prospect. He's a big kid, offensive tackle. Was committed somewhere. Where's he going, and where's he decommitting from?
Yeah, Travis Robertson from West Bloomfield, as you mentioned, 6'6", 322 pounds. He was committed to Bowling Green, who does a great job recruiting the state of Michigan. But he had a chance to get out to UCLA for an official visit, got an offer, and flipped to the Bruins. They already have a West Bloomfield guy out there in cornerback Jameer Benjamin. And some people may say, you know, there's some coaching instability there, but he liked the campus. He really liked the coaches. They're obviously winning and turning that thing around right now at UCLA. So even though on the surface it may seem strange, there's a lot of things he liked about the school, the academics, the area, and obviously this staff is starting to win some games there.
Moving not too far down the road, we have a prospect, Jack Janda, committed somewhere in the Big Ten. Tell us where he's committed, but there's also some information that he may be looking elsewhere.
Yeah, he's committed to Wisconsin, but he's going to take some visits in November. He's going to Iowa on the 8th, then an official to Michigan State on the 15th. And a lot of that new interest has come because he's been so outstanding this year on the defensive side of the ball. He's recruited previously as a tight end, committed to Wisconsin as a tight end. Now some of those schools have reopened his recruitment as a defensive lineman. Wisconsin's open to playing him on the defensive line too. He hasn't decommitted yet. Still likes Wisconsin. But with the new interest, he's going to go take a look at Iowa and Michigan State. So we'll see what happens there.
Well, thank you, Alan. I appreciate that. And you heard it here first. Thank you for tuning in for another episode of The Pipeline.
Thank you, fellas. Here we are getting ready for the second half of the Prep Bowl Cardinal Championship game. It's Ann Arbor. Gabriel Richard with a 28-0 lead over Allen Park Cabrini. Ryan Slocum alongside Jack Tuttle here calling the action. And Jack Janda there, good thing coming out of that. We're going to see him coming up here in our second game. Detroit King taking on Catholic Central. I know you're looking forward to that one.
I'm a big fan of Jack Janda. when I went to their practice earlier this week, he has a college-type body, and he can really do it all. He plays tight end. He plays D-tackle, defensive end, can play linebacker too at the next level if he wants to. I'm very excited to watch him tonight, and that 7:30 game will be a very fun one to watch.
Make sure you stay right here on the State Champs Sports Network, Game Time Live. We will bring you all the action of that game as we have so far in the Cardinal Championship game. Glad you're with us here at Ford Field, home of the Lions. As we said, Gabriel Richard with a 28-0 lead. Jack, tell us your thoughts on the first half. Cabrini went deep in their bag. I'm talking really deep in their bag of tricks, trying to make something happen, but Gabriel Richard just too much here in the first half.
You know, and yeah, you hit the nail on the head, and it's really Father Gabriel Richard taking control of the line of scrimmage. That was one of their keys to win, taking care of the football, no turnovers, and getting Cabrini off the field in third downs and getting them off schedule.
Let's head down to the sideline and Patty Cesarini.
In the locker room at halftime.
We just got to keep going, right? That's it. That's all we can do. That's all we can control is our attitude and our effort and how we approach everything. So
appreciate it. Thanks.
Thank you.
Back up to you guys.
All right, appreciate it, Patty. Yeah, Coach's got a lot of work to do, but his boys are playing their hearts out, going for it on fourth down, deep in their own territory, pulling out 2 fake punts in the first half. It just hasn't worked out. They did have that long touchdown on fourth down called back. The brothers hooking up, the Emmerich brothers, on the wide receiver pass, but that was called back, illegal forward pass. And unfortunately for the Monarchs, they've got to kick off to the Fighting Irish here to begin the second half. And the kick is away. It's a short one. Takes a great bounce, and how about that? Unbelievable play. Logan Emmerich, the ball popped straight up in the air. He was right there and grabbed it.
And I'm sure the Cabrini head coach went into that locker room and said, hey, let's not get caught up in the moment, guys. Let's go out there and attack right away. And they do a great job kicking this ball off right in that intermediate area. And number 5, Logan Emmerich and White does a great job recovering it.
Well, we said they went deep in their bag. How about that?
What a kick.
No time for the gun off the clock. Please reset the game clock to 12 minutes. 12 minutes.
Okay, we just heard from the official there. The game clock doesn't go, so there is no time off the clock. Still 12 minutes to go. Cabrini with their best field position of the day. They had one more in that bag of tricks. It worked out well. They take over here to begin the second half. Man in motion for Evan Bergdahl. He's throwing again. He's smoked as he throws. That's kind of been one of the themes of the day, the penetration to get in there on Evan. And he looks like he is injured on that play.
Yeah, and he took a tough shot there. That's always a tough one when a quarterback's releasing a ball. I've been there before.
Yeah, here we go. Take another look at it, Jack. They've been bringing the pressure all day. Jonah Will has done a great job.
Yeah, and Matthew Hoban, again, comes off the edge. He seems like he's been there the whole day.
And it looks like he got him, his arm in the air, got him maybe in the armpit there.
Hoping he's okay.
Yeah, Evan's still down on the field. He has done all he could so far today, scrambling, running on fourth down, picking up fourth down with his legs. And they are clapping it up. He is up, and he's walking toward his huddle. Yep, and now they're going to take him over to the side. Said hi to his boys, and they're going to take him off the field real quick. You can see him kind of shaking that arm a little bit. Once again, great job by our camera crew out there. Ernest and Chuck down there on the field. Hopefully we'll see Evan here in another play or two. So it will now be second down. Here comes Declan O'Connell, going to take over under center, the sophomore. Let's see if he can make some magic for the Monarchs. Hands it off to his man. The Deuce trying to get loose, still on his feet, fighting for yards. Noah Roman.
And that's a great job by, I believe, number 65 in white, securing that edge for the Cabrini offense. Here he comes. 65, boom, secures the edge. Just great job cleaning number 79 in black up and allows his running back number 2, Noah Roman, to gain the edge. And that's a great gain on second down for a third and intermediate right here.
Yeah, Richard Escobar, the big fella coming over there helping out. Help Noah Roman get a couple of extra yards. We've got a timeout by Cabrini, 3rd and 5. Going to talk it over a little bit. We'll see if Evan's doing all right, if he can get back out there. Hey, last year the boys from Cabrini, their bowling team, rolled past the top 2 seeds to clinch their first ever bowling state championship. The Monarchs defeated Jonesville in 4 games. That day was also the birthday of senior Bryce Cataray, who said it was the perfect birthday present. Yeah, I would say so. Allen Park Cabrini, the 2025 D4 Boys State Bowling Champions. So Cabrini, after the timeout, coming back out onto the field. Two receivers on the bottom of your screen. Man in motion, Eddie Hughes. We got a reverse. Emmerich gonna try to throw it, but man, 3 guys there and they swarm him. Lander Emmerich had nowhere to go.
And they try and do a little trickery here. They know they got their backup quarterback in. And they're playing with nothing to lose here. And they try and do a trick play. And they might have number 5 in white, Logan Emmerich, down the field, just squeezing through the defense. He eventually breaks down. I know you can't see it, but down in the end zone. And number 17, Lander Emmerich, just doesn't have time.
Yeah, brought in by a host of guys. And you know you're in trouble when a guy named Bear is coming after you. Bear Williams in there, big 79.
They've just done a great job penetrating the offensive line and getting these guys down behind the line of scrimmage today. Great job by Father Gabriel Richard.
And now we have a field goal attempt from 51 yards. The kick is away. It's down the middle, but it is just short. So Cabrini, we've seen them try everything. Now they go for a long field goal. This one comes up short. And once again, Gang Green going to take the ball back over.
Yeah, and it's just unfortunate there. It wasn't a bad attempt. It looked to have maybe the leg for it, and it was just a bit to the right.
Fisher Thomas going to lead his crew back out onto the field. But before that, with the high school sports season back in action, we ask you to pull those phones out and capture those big moments on the field. Send us your clips at statechampsnetwork.com/fanvision, or you can send it to us via our social media DMs. All right, back to the action. Father Gabriel Richard, 28-0 lead. Wow, what a great run. Bounces off the action there. That was Finn O'Meara. Had a burst of speed, but he was brought down shortly after, and we got a man down on the field. Yeah, grabbing his leg pretty bad. I believe that is Finn. Brought down from behind. Kind of took a funny drop to the field there. Yeah, and he's holding that ankle, so after a clean first half, a couple of injuries here to start the second half, unfortunately.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate. They really do love Finn O'Meara. I played with his, like I mentioned before, I played with his brother Thomas at Michigan. Just a great family. Great family. And coaches really loved him, and he's been playing so well this year.
Yeah, hopefully he is doing okay here. Down on the field, you see his teammates taking a knee. As we are in the opening minutes here of the second half. Just over 2 minutes played. Gabriel Richard looking to go 9-0 for the first time since 1976. They were 8-0 in 1999, so it's been a long time since the guys from Ann Arbor have been able to put together a perfect season.
Yeah, and Coach John Robinson, the head coach for Father Gabriel Richard, really talked about, hey, this has been the first 4 to 5 years I've been there. I'm finally getting in, this younger class. I'm seeing these boys graduate now, and he's finally building kind of hopefully a dynasty there for Father Gabriel Richard.
Well, we told you what they've done in the past. They've 15 playoff appearances, 6 conference titles. They come into this one ranked 5th in D5. But what's really funny to me, Coach told us they were here earlier in the year at Ford Field as a team. And, that's a big deal coming into Ford Field where the Lions play one of the best teams in the NFL. And a lot of times, you and I just talked about it. Hey, we got to get a picture after the game. They didn't want to take any pictures. They're like, we'll take a picture when we get back here. And here they are. They are back here looking to go 9-0.
It's a little bit of a Signetti mindset there, huh?
Yeah, no doubt about it. There you see a shot of Finn getting helped off the field. You can obviously tell he's in a whole lot of pain after going down, being dragged down kind of from behind after he had that burst of speed. Looked like he was going to pick up a good chunk. Obviously a leg injury there. We hope he is doing okay.
Yeah, and on that first play, Cabrini came out and played cover 0, straight man-to-man with the safeties in the box to try and stop the run. We'll see if they do it again here. It looks like they will. No safeties high for them. They're all in the box.
Got that box filled up. James Milanovic in motion. Handoff goes up the gut. And nowhere to go again. Going to be brought down pretty much right away is Hoban.
Yeah, and even though they have a bunch of guys in the box, they just can't stop the run.
Hey, let's hear more on that injury. Patty Cesarini's down there on the sideline.
Yeah, guys, quick update on number 9, Evan Bergdahl for Cabrini. You saw him go down holding that right hand wrist. Seems like it might be a forearm injury. He's squeezing the trainer's fingers, flexing that right hand, tossing a football around on the sidelines. But right now, questionable to return. If I hear anything else, I'll let you know.
Yeah, thank you, Patty. And obviously talking about the quarterback for Allen Park Cabrini, Evan Bergdahl, who went down on the previous possession. Here comes Gabriel Richard. Fired out there, caught on the sideline. What a great job to get both feet in there. Number 6 getting it done again.
Yeah, and if they want to keep playing this cover 0, we're going to see a lot of these man outbreaking routes that can win versus man. Coach John Robinson is a smart guy, and he sees this, and so does quarterback Fisher Thomas, number 4. Great throw by him and concept by the coach.
Fighting Irish. Looking to run tempo again. Cabrini doesn't jump off. So Fisher Thomas looking to the sideline.
We haven't talked about him much, but he's played well today.
Coach could not say enough about him. Says he absolutely loves the game, and he keeps it here. Great fake. He's got nothing but daylight. Fisher Thomas, peace, I'm out of here. Touchdown, Father Gabriel Richard.
And what a beautiful run and play design from Father Gabriel Richard. Cabrini's been really up in their faces playing cover 0, man coverage. And when you play this coverage, you're leaving the quarterback by himself. Look at this zone read play. He's going to key on this defensive end right here. And this defensive end is going to crash. And it is going to leave the quarterback a wide open field. And he just runs and takes it all the way to the end zone. Great read by Fisher Thomas and a great play call by offensive coordinator Ryan Caro.
And a great block downfield as well. Looked like the corner was going to be able to come over. Receiver got out there, cut him off. And that led for Fisher Thomas to take it to the house.
Man, I'm loving watching this high-octane offense. They run some great play designs. It's awesome to watch.
Kick up, and it is through. And with 7:56 to play here in the third quarter, Gabriel Richard has opened up the floodgates. They lead it 35-0. and big plays for them as well, Jack. They've been getting it done with the legs and through the air and just hitting you with the splash plays.
Yeah, and I love it. And they are smart coaches. They really have it dialed in. They see this cover zero. They're attacking with man out beaters. They're having success on that. The QB run, they know they're going to have an advantage of that because it's cover zero and no one's going to be able to stick with the quarterback on the option. And they're just seeing it, and it's flowing, and everything's going right for Father Gabriel Richard.
Except for maybe the cheerleaders, because they got a lot of work to do now. They just had to do 35 push-ups.
That is a lot of push-ups. It seems like they might just have to keep doing them today.
The only people in green who may not be happy are those ladies down there. They're doing some work down there on the sideline. Here we go. Kickoff is away. Cabrini fields it. We got a nice return here across the 30 to about the 35-yard line. Well, when looking for the tools that will turn your curiosity to magic, look no further than Lawrence Technological University. Go to ltu.edu for more information. Lawrence Technological University. Be curious. Make magic. So we do now have, for those that aren't familiar with the 35-point spread in the second half, we do have a running clock. So if you see that at the bottom of your screen and you're wondering, hey, he went out of bounds, or hey, that was first down, that should be, clock should be stopped. It will keep rolling. As Cabrini tries to make it stop if they can get it under 35. They're trying to find that paint for the first time today. And while they're in the huddle there, let's head down to the sideline with another injury update from Patty Cesarini.
Up pretty tight right now. He's not going back in today's game. Back up to you guys.
Well, and they don't need him right now, up 35-zip. But yeah, you could see it when he got hit. He was down there holding it pretty hard. Hopefully it's nothing serious there for Finn. Had a great day, great game out there today. Here comes Evan Bergdahl. Hands it off. There's the deuce. He's got the edge. He's still on his feet. Look at him running down the sideline, still on his feet to about the 30-yard line. Big time pickup. The play of the day for Cabrini.
And wow, you are going to love this block you are about to see by number 65 in white, Richard Escobar. What a hit right here. He's pulling across the formation, and he slams into the Father Gabriel Richard defense and gets a pancake. Beautiful job setting the edge. What a play by him.
And how about Noah Roman staying on his feet, going down the sideline. But you know you got a good block from Escobar when he actually went about 5 yards down the field after lighting up his opponent there.
You'd love to see it.
Cabrini back in business. They've got the ball on the Richard side of the field at the 32. Quarterback going to keep it. Going around the left side. But again, nothing doing. Nowhere to go. He has brought down Garrick Jenne. Got him.
And you know, for the most part today, Father Gabriel Richard has done a great job setting the edge. And Garrick Jenne comes right here and just sets the edge. So Declan O'Connell, can't get around the outside. Great job by Garrick Jenne.
Yeah, and as Patty said, they were checking out the arm there of Evan Bergdahl. So the quarterback still in there, the sophomore, Declan O'Connell. You see him, number 18, coming in, bringing in the play along with Eddie Hughes. Big loss on that one. Sets up another second and long, 16 to go to keep this drive alive.
Yeah, and it seems like sometimes they're having success on plays, but then they just keep getting pushed back, and it's just they have to find a way to be consistent here to maybe try and get back in this game.
4:10 to play in the third. Here comes O'Connell. He's going to keep it. Got some room. Good block. Stays on his feet, but he tripped over the 30-yard line. Put a great pick up there going to the left side.
And it's just another great block by Richard Escobar, number 65 in white. Here he is pulling around the edge. And he gets a great piece for his quarterback, Declan O'Connell. And then their other receiver downfield, number 3 in white.
Yeah,
Eddie Hughes does a great job straining downfield.
We have another man down on the field. Looks like this one might be a cramp, though.
He's played well today.
Man, I'll tell you what, we've said his name 3 times here in the second half. He came out of the locker room fired up. Then that is Richard Escobar.
He came out angry and wanting to be physical. And he's done a great job in the second half, just establishing that.
Well, we've been saying his line, that line from the Monarchs needs to make something happen. Escobar has answered the call so far here in the second half. Got the Cabrini cheerleaders as well here. They're excited to be at Ford Field, as we all are, for the Prep Bowl, number 53. Allen Park Cabrini. A couple of times now, they've marched down, gotten to inside the 30-yard line, but just haven't been able to make anything happen and find that end zone just yet.
Yeah, we talked about it a little bit ago. It's back and forth for them, and they just have to find some consistency here.
And that is the guy we've been talking about. That's Escobar, who is down. He's limping a little bit, but he is walking off the field under his own power. Big fella's been playing here in the second half. You'll hope to see him again. You see him hopping off on the top of your screen there, getting over to the sideline. Cabrini facing another 3rd and long, though, Jack.
Yeah, and it's been a tough day for these 3rd and longs for Cabrini, and they're just challenging to convert on. It's hard for every offense, no matter if you're the best in the country.
O'Connell, the lefty, firing down the sideline. Got his main man out there, but how about the athleticism going up and getting it? Will Kmet, incredible pick.
Yeah, and head coach John Robinson talked about Will Kmet, and this is one of the more talented players on this team, and he gets an opportunity to get a takeaway here, and he goes up and makes sure he comes down with it. Great job by him.
My man was horizontal.
He was. That was a great job, just staying responsible to his zone and getting up and snatching the ball away from the other team.
Incredible job to get the ball back for Gabriel Richard. Hey, there is always help wanted when it comes to high school game officials. Every year, over 1,000 new officials are needed. Officiating is a great way to stay in shape. You can find out more by going to MHSAA.com. Empty backfield for Gabriel Richard. They're going for it all. Man's wide open out there, and he got him. This is a huge touchdown. Noah Roman reigns at Ford Field.
And this is a beautiful play design. Great job by Ryan Caro and Coach John Robinson on Father Gabriel Richard. They're going to fake a screen here. And Matthew Hoban, who we talked about could do everything. Fake screen here. Matthew Hoban's going to stretch the sideline, and it is a wonderful play. Matthew Hoban, he can do it all. He can run, catch, run routes. This kid's unbelievable.
Incredible job by Hoban. We said it off the start. Everything rolls through him. And there you saw it. Normally, we thought he's running the ball. No, this time he gets to the outside. How about 95 yards for Hoban to the house to make it 41-zip. A 95-yard touchdown in Ford Field. He's never going to forget that one.
He's never going to forget it. And next thing you know, we might see Matthew Hoban lined up at quarterback because he might throw a touchdown. Who knows?
We've seen just about everything so far today. Incredible job there for the touchdown. Gabriel Richard breaking out all the stops deep in their own territory. Did not take them long. One play, the throw, the catch. Hoban, the Wayne State commit, finding the end zone for the second time today. Did it with his feet. And he did it with his feet right there as well, down the sideline. 95 yards to the crib.
Absolutely. He's been as advertised. Wayne State definitely has got a good one in Matthew Hoban.
6 foot 210. And he's got some wheels as well, as you saw there.
Who knows? This kid is impressing so much. Maybe some other people get into the picture for him. Wayne State probably hopes not.
Yeah, no doubt. They don't want to look at this tape, that's for sure. Incredible job by he and his Fighting Irish today. The kickoff from Nick Wells. He's done a great job as well. Really started the game out for him with the big touchdown. Nearly had an interception at the 50-yard line on the opening drive. And then he takes it in with a great touchdown grab to start the scoring. And now 42 points are on the board for Gabriel Richard as we have gone under 2 minutes here to play in the third quarter. We'll see if O'Connell still comes out under center. Yep, looks like he will be, number 18. Declan O'Connell, the sophomore backup, who's in there under center after Evan Bergdahl went down on the opening drive for the Monarchs. Here comes Cabrini. Quarterback's going to keep it. But again, the penetration by the D-line, Jack, he just had nowhere to go.
Yeah, and Father Gabriel Richard is picking up on the lack of a passing offense from Cabrini, and they're stacking the box here. And number 54 right here does a great job. That is Jonah Will showing up again, penetrating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback on the backside. That's a great rundown by him right there.
So another second down and long for Cabrini.
Second down.
As we've said, went deep in their bag of tricks so far today. Just nothing has been able to help them finish their drives. They've done a great job keeping them going. Haven't been able to finish them yet, though, today. They've been in positive territory a couple of times here in the second half. So we're going to get the final play here in the third quarter. They keep it on the ground. There's Noah. He picks up a couple, gets across the 20, but that will be about it. And that was the final play of the third quarter. Gabriel Richard led it 28-zip at the half. They now have a 42-0 lead. We will bring you the final quarter coming up right after this.
Every high school sporting event in the state of Michigan has one thing in common: officials. Every game, every meet, every match. Without officials, there'd be no touchdowns, no three-pointers, no face-offs. Without officials, there'd be no games. Officiating is a great way to give back to your community and stay involved with the sports you love. And officials are needed now more than ever, because without officials, it's just practice.
What's more authentic than a Hungry Howie's Detroit-style pizza? Nothing. We're not playing around with the pizza of our birthplace. Thick crust, cheese to the edge, sauce on the top. Where it belongs. We've seen a lot of fakes out there. Not here. This is authentic Detroit-style pizza. Order yours now online for $12.99. We sauce the top and rep for the 313 everywhere. We do bold.
Hungry Howie's. I'm Dave Peabody with Legacy Partners Insurance.
And I'm Debbie Stroh, your local Medicare expert, here to make your Medicare journey less confusing.
And best of all, our services are completely free. Visit us online today at legacypartnersins.com.
This is Detroit Lions coach Dan Campbell, and this is attorney Mark Bernstein. Both of these men are respected, but only one of them can get you money after an accident.
That's the Bernstein advantage.
1-800-CALL-SAM.
Welcome back into State Champs Game Time Live. And you haven't seen her here today, but Maddie Smith is the first female kicker in Allen Park Cabrini football history. And you can catch the full feature story I did with her on our State Champs YouTube page. But she's just having a great year. She's an all-league member. The farthest she kicked was 40 yards in practice. Kicked the PAT against Royal Oak Shrine to seal the team's victory. She was also the first homecoming queen that was a football player and the first king and queen duo to be football players. She has a bright future ahead of her. She's looking to play soccer in college. Back up to you guys.
Thank you, Patty. That's awesome. And they had the homecoming king football player as well. As we take a look at Maddie doing some more work out there. Congratulations to her, homecoming queen as a football player. It's pretty sweet.
It's no doubt. I was never homecoming king.
I was never homecoming queen. Here we go. Going to be 3rd and 9. Cabrini needs something. Throw over the middle, but it is short. Going to be caught at the 25-yard line, just a gain of a couple. As we know, they will go for it on 4th down. They especially will here. 42-0 as the clock ticks.
Well, they might be bringing out number 99. Actually, to our surprise, you'd think they'd go for it here, but it looks like they're bringing out number 99, Evan Thompson, for a punt, or maybe a fake punt.
It may be a fake. We've seen 2 of them already today. You see out there, standing in front of them, is O'Connell, the quarterback. They have faked it twice today, including on the opening possession.
Ladies and gentlemen, all league and all football team members and
And Thompson is going to give it a boot. End over end kick, going to be brought in right at midfield. And we've got a whistle. And they will keep it here about the 49-yard line is where Gabriel Richard will take back over.
You know, I feel like also the father Gabriel Richard offensive line hasn't gotten enough credit today, but they have done a fabulous job of establishing a line of scrimmage, being assignment sound, and allowing their teammates in the skill positions to spring free at points.
No question about it. And they've been, as we said, they've been getting it done both ways, through the air and on the ground. And they've done it with a couple of different quarterbacks. As you know, Andrew Castro Giovanni came in. He led one drive, took him straight down the field. Now here we go on the sweep. That's James Milanovic.
And that's a great play by number 2 in white, Noah Roman, just tracking that down from the backside. He's seen this before a couple times. They got hurt on it, but now he's not going to let it happen again. He gets off this block and finishes the tackle behind the sticks. Great job by him. First down, getting them behind the sticks.
And no doubt, loss of 3 on that one. He's 2nd and 13. Once again, Milanovic in motion. Receivers bunched up there on the top as they look to the sideline. Fisher Thomas there, hands on his hips. He's the QB, the senior. Calling the action there. Hoban back there with him. Milanovic again. They go to Hoban, and once again, great job. They bring him down. Adam O'Connor there.
And Cabrini is really stacking guys up on the line like we mentioned earlier. And number 50 in white, Adam O'Connor, does a great job shedding his block and getting to the running back. This is one of their keys this game, to stop the run game. And even though it's happening late, this team's still showing some pride and showing some fight. It's awesome to see.
O'Connor, great story there. Gained 30 pounds in the offseason. And he's sitting there trying to fill up the middle. Came in with 3 tackles. Got a false start here. So that'll back him up even further. Yeah, he had 3 tackles for loss. Just picked up another one right there. Tough physical kid. Gained 30 pounds to get up to 185. And here he is playing a defensive tackle.
And his coach raved about him too, said he plays every rep on defense, doesn't take a snap off. And you know what? Went to every lift in the offseason, and that's a credit to him because that's big dog mentality right there.
And he's still out there playing here in the 4th quarter. Handoff goes to the outside. Holman, we saw what he could do through the air. This time he picks up a big chunk of those yards with his legs, gets near midfield, just short of the 50.
Knocked out of bounds by Xander Emmerich and Logan Emmerich.
And we'll see if they go for it here. Looks like their players are staying on the field.
Fourth down ball.
Yeah, they're looking to the sideline, and
Oh,
here
here we go.
comes the kicking team. So they will kick it away with a 42-0 lead and that running clock. 7:45 now to play in this game. The Cardinal Championship. Gabriel Richard well on their way to going 9-0. Kick is away. It's a good one. Fair catch is called back there at the 18. So Cabrini with another crack at it. So we're taking a look there at Eddie Hughes. Once again, O'Connell. Declan O'Connell going to be under center. Can't say enough about the effort of Gabriel Richard today. 14 seniors going to lead their team to the first 9-0 season since 1976. Here comes O'Connell. Going to try to do it himself. He's got some wheels. Great job there. He did get the edge, turned the corner, and got up to the 25.
Oh, that's a great double team block by the left guard and left tackle. They're going to kick out this defensive end right here. Both these guys taking them on. And it allows the quarterback to dive underneath, number 55 in white. And number 2, Noah Roman kicking them out and allowing their quarterback, number 18, Declan O'Connell, to dive underneath and make a play.
Tyler Hernandez Walsh, the junior left tackle. Setting up a second and short now. And they marked it at the 24. Great experience here for the sophomore QB. Getting to play at Ford Field, getting to play a tough team. He's going to throw it. The lefty has a man. Great strike. Eddie Hughes has got it at the 39. That's a first down.
And that's a great ball. We've seen them run this play before this year, and it's just going to be a nice bang route by number 3, Eddie Hughes. He's going to come right here and flatten right in front of the safety. And how about that throw by number 18 in white, Declan O'Connell, stepping up and driving that football to get a first down. Nice job by him.
Hungry Howie's is a great partner of the State Champ Networks, Mr. Football, and Anvil Awards. Hungry Howie's, famous for flavor. Order your pizza at hungryhowies.com. You ever had that butter cheese crust before?
You know what? I can't say I have.
Oh,
but
you're
I
an
need
athlete,
to.
right? Yeah.
I need to.
See, old fat guys like me, they're pretty good. They're not too bad. Here we go. After a first down, Cabrini looking to march here as this game comes to a close. But the quarterback's in trouble this time. He is brought down way back at the 30. That is a loss of 9. He was hit by a number of guys. Another sack and great penetration one more time by the fellas in black.
Yeah, and it's just been the story of today. Father Gabriel Richard's front has just been too much for Cabrini to handle, unfortunately, and they take advantage again right there.
The second down, 18 yards to go now. After Andrew Tribble got in there. Set him way back. You could probably give that dog and me chain to the entire line, both sides, offense and defense, for Gabriel Richard today.
Absolutely.
They have been a bunch of dogs.
Established that line of scrimmage for sure.
Pitch goes out, but again, on cue. And there he is. He started this game strong with a pair of sacks. Now Jonah Will, another huge tackle for loss. He darn near intercepted that pitch.
And he actually, here comes Jack Phil right here. Number 50 just gets a jump start on this edge. And like you said, he almost picks off that pitch. That's a great instinctual play by him. Great job by number 50 in black, Jack Phil. And, you know, another good point for this Father Gabriel Richard team is, you know, you see a lot of seniors, but you also see a good amount of juniors and talent coming back to them next year. And that's exciting for Coach John Robinson and that program overall.
Yeah, no question about it. This program, well established. John Robinson in his 5th season, doing a great job. And they expect to make a big run in Division 5. We told you earlier, they already have a school record for points. They added 42 more on here in week 9.
You know, they got a lot of weapons on that offense with James Milanovic, Matthew Hoban, and, you know, we saw a little bit of Nicholas Wells today, yeah, number 11.
Yeah, and Nathan Kaji as well.
Nathan Kaji, they have a lot of weapons in the arsenal, and it all worked out for him today.
Clock's still running. Actually, it has stopped at 3:11. Now it will begin again. Man in motion is Jay Sentnar.
Here comes another trick play.
And he's got a man wide open down the field. Can Sentnar hit him? He can! All the way down is Eddie Hughes inside the 30, down to the 26. They go back to that wide receiver pass that we saw earlier and got called back.
Yeah, and this time they make sure they get a backwards pass. Watch number 4 in white. Make sure he gets depth. Jay Sentnar does a great job being disciplined, getting behind the quarterback, so this can be a legal forward pass, and they take advantage. What a big play. It's a great play designed by their coaches.
And what a great throw. Hey, man, their receivers can throw the ball pretty well.
It's a great throw.
Great pickup again. So here is Cabrini once again. They've done it a few times here in the second half. They are inside the 30. Can they get on the board? Leave with a good taste in their mouth here from Ford Field. 2:11 to play. O'Connell drops the snap, but he stays with it. He's got a huge pickup. He might have the house. He does. Touchdown, Cabrini.
And how about a great couple blocks, including one from number 56 in white, and that is Nick Kaltika. And what a play by him. He's going to pull around to the left side here. You're going to watch him. Also number 2, Noah Roman. Kicks him out. Nice job creating some room for their quarterback, Declan O'Connell, to score.
And how about the wheels from the sophomore? You know, he's been running a lot since coming into the game due to injury. I think they're going to run the ball a little bit once he takes over full-time under center.
Absolutely. Whatever it takes to win. Right.
Great job by Cabrini. They are fighting till the end. It is 42-7 now. Cabrini's not going to leave before finding that paint. Hey, the Construction Association of Michigan provides a vast array of resources, services, information, and training to our diverse membership in Michigan's construction industry. You can go to buildwithcam.com and find some more information.
Yeah, and even though this game, you know, didn't work out how Cabrini wanted it to, their coach mentioned earlier this week, hey, win or lose, this is a great experience for this team and will be a good learning lesson either way. And it will help them going into playoffs.
Well, we talked about setting a standard, building your program. We talked about that with Gabriel Richard just a minute ago. Hey, how about Coach Chidester in his 3rd season? You know, he's got his team 8-0. They haven't even had a season over 500 since 2018. They were 6-5 that season. So they are building something over there, and you can tell these kids aren't giving up, obviously fighting to the end. They've done a great job here today. And playing with a backup quarterback and shoot the backup quarterback takes that in for the touchdown. Incredible job there. Something to build on. Just a sophomore is O'Connell. So you know he's going to be fired up for that, fired up after this game, hoping to get his team back here next year. kickoff. Just dies at the 1-yard line. Got a flag down on the field as it's brought back to the 16.
Maybe a block in the back.
We're probably going to make it a little further back than the 16 after that. Got a hold. Half the distance from the spot, so that's going to take them way back. 1:46 to play in this Cardinal Championship game. The Intersectional 1 champs are going to take this game here at Prep Bowl 53 at Ford Field. Thank you so much for being here with us. Hope you can stay here for the showcase game, our main event. 8-0 Detroit Catholic Central, ranked 2 in the state champs top 20. They take on the 5-time state champions. They got 5 of them in the last 10 years. Detroit King playing here for the 2nd year in a row. They met last season in the Prep Bowl as well. Detroit King lost that game 23-7. CC coming out on top. CC then went on to the state semifinals. Detroit King lost in the D3 championship game, so this may not be either team's final game. Hope you can join us 7:30 right here on Game Time Live. Gabriel Richard just taking a knee.
It's the best formation in football right there.
You know it.
As most teams would say. All teams should really say that, but victory formation, nothing better than taking a knee, knowing you got the win. It's got to be a good feeling for this team.
It's cliche because it's true, right?
Yeah.
That's why it's cliche. Gabriel Richard, one more knee from Fisher Thomas, and that will do it. Ann Arbor, Father Gabriel Richard finishes the campaign 9-0 for the first time in 49 years. They take the Cardinal Championship game 42-7 as their crowd comes to life. Players are excited. Cabrini, nothing to hang their hats about. They finished this campaign in D8, 8-1.
They should be very proud. They played a great season and they'll head strong in the playoffs.
No question about it. We'll have a post game coming up right after this.
What's more authentic than a Hungry Howie's Detroit-style pizza? Nothing. We're not playing around with the pizza of our birthplace. Thick crust, cheese to the edge, sauce on the top. Where it belongs. We've seen a lot of fakes out there. Not here. This is authentic Detroit-style pizza. Order yours now online for $12.99. We sauce the top and rep for the 313 everywhere. We do bold.
Hungry
Howie's.
Welcome back to Ford Field. The Cardinal Championship game has just come to a close. Ann Arbor, Father Gabriel Richard went up 42-zip. Didn't give up a score until the final 2 minutes of the game. They win it 42-7. Addie Cesarini is down on the field with the player of the game.
Matthew, 2 touchdowns here tonight. One was for 95 yards at Ford Field. What was this experience like for you?
It was just amazing. It was spectacular for my senior year. It was honestly amazing, and just give all the glory to God. It was all Him. This whole season, it's been Him. So
this whole game, from start to finish, it was all the Irish. What allowed your team to be so dominant here tonight?
we prepared, we believed, and we were confident and not cocky. So that's what won us.
And this is your team's first 9-0 start since 1976. What does something like that mean to you in this program?
It means all the world, especially as a senior, that we can do this. It's just truly amazing. So all glory to God.
We'll go and enjoy this one. Congrats on the win. Back up to you guys.
All right, appreciate it, Patty. Obviously, he had a couple of the huge plays. Jack, your final takeaways as we close it out.
You know, it was a great game by both teams. They both gave it their all, and they both should be proud of their regular season, and it will propel them into the playoffs. Matthew Hoban, though, was able to take the game over and showed why he is a game wrecker and a player at the next level.
Yeah, and a great job by Fisher Thomas and those lines helping those fellas out. They did a great job. We appreciate you guys being here with us. Hope you can join us again at 7:30 for the showcase game between Detroit Catholic Central and Detroit King. For Jack Tuttle, Patty Cesarini, and our entire crew, I'm Ryan Slocum. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you at 7:30.
State Champs Game Time Live is delivered by Hungry Howie's Pizza. And also presented by Lawrence Technological University, the Construction Association of Michigan, Legacy Partners Insurance, the Sam Bernstein Law Firm, and the Michigan High School Athletic Association.